Hey, it's Angel with Angel's Edge. You got a knife unboxing of this with armor, which is weird because I found it on Amazon. Show you real quick, and I went here. And I was basically looking for a button locks. So this is the knife, and so it's under KCC Edge Best Cutlery. Okay, so I don't know the with armor. I don't know. It's kind of confusing. Anyways, let me go back to the knife unboxing and show you what it looks like. All right, so here it is. Full disclosure, they didn't pay me for anything. Anyways, they did send me. I ordered this button lock, and they actually sent me the wrong knife. And I got on Amazon. And I was like, "This is the wrong knife." It looked nice, but it wasn't the wrong. It was the wrong one. And I bought this one specifically because I wanted a button lock. So I did the Amazon return procedure, and this actually came the next day. So props to KCC Edge or with armor, whatever the company is. They sent this knife back. Ironically, the first knife I got was just kind of in the box flopping around. This one came actually, I don't, well, I'll show you. It came wrapped up in plastic, well, kind of like, and it came with a case, and you could wear it long ways on your belt, or like normal way with like that, like vertical, horizontal. So here's the here's the knife. I got it because I really wanted a button lock, and this was a button lock, and it button lock with bearings. I know it's like a cambit, I think you call it, kinda, but not really. It has a pretty neat shape. So only a just under a 3-inch blade. Has like this wicked looking grind. I'm sure it's called. I know this is an upswept, but I know this is called something too. Well, this is a recurve. It's just a cool looking knife, and it has the cambit hole, or the ring. I guess technically, I know it could be like a self defense knife if you knew what to do. But I got it, like I said, I wanted like the button lock and aspect of bearings with a button lock, and not that it's not spring assist, so it's kind of a fidgety knife. G10. Let me get a close up of it, and I'll show you. Let me pop it open, and we'll come up here like this. So, see, I'm pretty sure it may come down here, I guess. So, with armor on the label or on the blade. G10 has a lot of texturing on the G10. I will note also, well, here, let's do the other side. You might see little scratch marks on the pocket clip. That was me, but I was trying to resolve an issue, and I'll explain that issue with you real quick. You see the scratches. So it's a real nice knife. I liked it. The only thing I had a problem with, this pocket clip, I could shift it. I could move it back and forth. So I was like, all right. So I tried tightening these up, and I didn't want to over tighten or strip it. And what it seemed like it was doing was, how to say, this part wasn't flat. So the screws were trying to pull this down. So I took it off and bent it flat. So the screws didn't have to do the work. And I did good, but then when I did that, it was pointed up, like it was real, like it was sticking up like that. So then I went back and bent this down. So that's why it has that little bit of a curve. So I don't know if I think I made it better, but of course I got a little bit of scratch marks on the clip, but most likely the clip's gonna get scratches anyways. So that's my little backstory. Let's see. So anyway, so it has. That's the only issue I had with it, and it has nice So you can see the button lock. Get in here. Show you that part. The pillars are kind of milled a little bit, a little design. Actually, only one pillar. And this ring, everything seems well made. Blade centering is, it might be a little off, but it's not hitting on anything. You see, it might be a little off there, but like I said, it's not hitting anything. It flings out and drops. So let's get measurements with it. And what it came with, what else it came? I have some paperwork here. Cardboard file. It says it's about us. New high-tech outdoor Chinese brand with Armour team producing. It's weird how they're. See, I don't know if I can show you that. They space Chinese on there. It's weird. Like, oh, my camera don't focus in very good. But where did it say here? Producing. It's like they put a space in there. I wish I had my magnifying glass. But anyways, it's just something just caught. I didn't even read this. Outdoor knife and more for 15 years. American, European, OE, blah, blah, having strong, reliable cooperation with famous, well-known brands, supplying, like I said, SUP-PLING. It's weird how it's written. Main mission to give consumers a product which they can rely during outdoor tactical activity. Is so weird. Instead of just saying tactical, they go tactical activities. Products made of modern high tensile strength. I wish you could see this. It's just weird how they're writing everything with the spaces. Quality at an affordable price point for everybody. The main driving passion with Armour Knives and Tool Team. And I have an email contact, backside, lifelong warranty guaranteeing consumer products, be free of defect, material, workmanship, design. Warranty does not include damage due to rust, accident, and property. It's basically here's any part of the, let's see if I probably get to zoom in on this one. Let's see how it says warranty, and then where else? Product. So anyways, it's like your normal warranty. If your item was defective, please let us know. So that was their card. And so let's put this back, do some measurements. So that's kind of interesting. So let's go with the weight of it. Bring this over, turn this on. So we got, this is 5 ounces. It's actually a 5-ounce knife. It don't feel heavy, but I guess it, for such a, like I said, this blade's only 2.8 inches long. I think is what it wrote on there. It's 440C. So I've had good luck with 440C. Leganzo knives are all 440C, and they seem to be pretty good. So, let's see the button lock. So anyways, let's see what we got here. See the length of it is about, I think it's just under 8 inches long. Maybe 7 5/8. It's real close. The blade's just under 3 inches. That's my ruler. Let me put it on the squares here. So maybe if I count it right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right at 8. And like I said, the blade is about 3 inches long. 1, 2, 3. Let's see the stock of the blade. Turn this puppy on. Zero it out. It is. It's a pretty. It's like pretty common. 0.13 inches. It's got like it might be actually I can't tell if it's hollow. I don't. And that might be a saber grind. The handle width is it going to be? It's a little over to 5.56, so it's a little over. But then some spots where it's milled down, it's under. So it has a contour to it, so it don't feel uncomfortable at all. To me, it don't. I guess maybe my hands are a little squeezed from the ring. I've had, I guess, more ergonomic ones. I think. See, I don't know about that. I could bring it up, but there's no really finger choil for me to do that. So, but I guess if you put your actually if you put your pinky finger in the ring, then it actually is pretty comfortable. So, yeah, I kind of do feel the pocket clip a little bit. I got it bubbled up a little bit. So, which I guess technically you don't really have to have the pocket clip on there if you put it in the case. So if you didn't have the pocket clip on there, you would not feel it. But it's not bad. You got this jimping up way up top, so you could really choke up on it. At least I don't think it's meant to bring up here like that. I think you'll cut your finger. So it's pretty good. And yeah, just looking at it some more. It don't feel cheap. That's what I could say about it. And I think it was $24. Liner. Oh, it's not liner lock. I say it's button lock. There's no skeletonization in there, so that they probably could have lightened it up if they wanted to lighten it up with that. You want to take a look at this one, Vicky?
What?
What
am I looking at?
The name of it's the Black Lynx from.
Black Lynx.
Yeah, actually, I didn't even mention that. So it's a button lock.
Well, first of all, the first thing I'm gonna say is it's in my hand. It's good weight.
Good weight. She don't like real lightweight knives. So.
I don't like lightweight knives.
So it's a good weight. How's it feel in your hand? Like without putting it through the ring. Like just put your hands on it. Like.
Oh yeah, good. It's perfect. It's perfect.
Without through the ring or with.
I don't like the ring.
Right. She don't like the ring, but her hand's a little smaller than mine, and she says it's perfect. Put your hand through your pinky through the ring.
Yeah.
Too big then, huh?
No, it's not too big.
Yeah. So
okay, but I don't like the ring.
I have to put my pinky through the ring to make it comfortable.
Oh, well, there you go.
So, all right.
So I guess it would be a little uncomfortable for me with my pinky, and if I was going to hold it that way.
Right.
Because my hand's
not as big. So a smaller. You got. I guess consider small size hands. So I don't know exactly.
I don't know if that's small.
Well, for a man, I'd say I have large hands, and.
Where's your camera at?
Right here.
Put your other hand down on my hand. Put your hand down on my hand. Finger.
Well, that's not.
Anyway.
So her hands are a little smaller than mine.
Not that much smaller.
Oh, not that. But anyways.
Okay. So anyways, yeah, and I like these button lock things.
She likes the button lock.
I definitely like those, and even though this is a weird shaped blade.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of interesting.
Yes.
And it's got the little thing.
Oh, it's called a filler or a blood groove, I guess.
Yeah.
I didn't even say it. It was pretty sharp.
It's pretty sharp.
And I don't think it's hair shaving sharp.
It's not as sharp as what you get.
Right, but it's factory edge. Factory edge.
Mm-hmm.
I've had some less. Kershaw's less than that.
And of course, it's one of those weird-looking knives where the blade looks smaller than the handle.
Yeah, but this one actually is smaller than the handle.
It is?
Yes, this is a 2-inch blade, almost 3-inch blade, and the handle actually is.
Not including the circle thing.
If you don't include the circle, which is part of the knife, it's 4 inches. But if you include the circle thing or ring, it's 5 inches.
Yeah, but the blade goes into that. It's not the blade
right.
Is smaller than it's supposed to be.
Right? No, it's
exactly.
You got to account for the ring or the.
I don't account for that ring because I don't like the ring.
But it's part of the knife, and actually. You have to have the ring on it. But so I like it.
I like it.
So she likes it too. Let me pop over here. I'll show you the knife they sent me. Da, da, da. So this company has all these different knives. I was scrolling down. So this is the Black Lynx once again. The KCC Edge Best Cutlery. So I don't know where the with armor and all that stuff comes from, but if I scroll down, here's the KC Best Cutlery Source, and it's the Black Lynx. See if I miss this. 8 inches overall, 2.8 inch blade, 3.5 millimeter thickness blade, 440C, 58. Knife weight's 5.4. Stonewash satin grind. I can see. Yeah, I guess kind of satiny. Yeah. So there's some more pictures of it, but they have a whole selection of other knives you can buy from them. And this is actually, this knife here, they sent me this knife by accident, so I had to send it back. But it was a smaller knife. The blade was longer, but I had a pocket, like a, I don't know. I give them props. They sent right as almost like a multi-tool. So yeah, but let me back out. So they have they have all these other knives that, here's the one, the Black Lynx. This torpedo looks pretty cool. It has that same, see. Anyway, so I think this knife company definitely needs a closer look, at least in my opinion. $19.99, and I mean, that's pretty good. They have some interesting knives. Definitely the Thor. So definitely you have to give a closer look at some more of their other knives. Just kind of popping in. So scroll up here. All right, let me go back. So that was a little bit more. All right, let's do one more close up. While you're here, go ahead and like my video and go ahead and ring that bell and subscribe. Let's take one more close look at it, so you can see if you guys want to buy something like this. Different angles. Like I said, I scratched up the pocket clip, but like I said, the pocket clip was loose. The screws weren't loose, it just wasn't making contact with the actual inside of this, so I bent it down so it wouldn't make contact. The feeler, or the filler, or blood groove. But yeah, so this is like, some people might be interested in this knife because it is under the 3-inch mark, because legalities in some states you can't carry stuff over 3 inches. So this is even my measurement is under 3, I believe, and the company says it's 2.8. So I guess depending on where you say, I don't know, some people say where the blade ends. It's definitely real close to 3, possibly under, but the company says it's 2.8, so they say it's under 3. Alright, well, I'm gonna wrap it up and go ahead and sign off, and I will see you guys next time around. Bye.